KSMO Salem.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your noon hour weather situation. First up, though, I want to remind our listeners that we are under an elevated fire weather condition that will continue today. Minimum relative humidity values around 20 to 30% in the vicinity, with winds fluctuating between southerly and southeasterly today, with sustained speeds near 10 miles per hour and gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Now for your forecast today, will be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 65 degrees. Southerly winds will be 7 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. We have partly cloudy skies in tonight's forecast with a low temperature around 44 degrees. Winds will be southeasterly 3 to 6 miles per hour. Then tomorrow, skies will be sunny with a high temperature near 79 degrees. Southerly winds will be 6 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 18 miles per hour. And if you are out early tomorrow morning, the wind chill value could be as low as 41 degrees. Tomorrow night it'll be mostly clear with low around 61. We'll have southerly winds 7 to 9 miles per hour with gusts as high as 21 miles per hour. Thursday should be sunny with a high temperature near 89 degrees. Southeasterly winds on Thursday will be 9 to 14 miles per hour with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. Then Thursday night we have a 50-50 chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight with partly cloudy skies and low around 44 degrees. Showers are likely on Friday, mainly before 1 in the afternoon, with a chance of precipitation at 60%. Skies will be mostly cloudy Friday with a high temperature near 58 degrees. Then we expect partly cloudy skies Friday night, low around 30. Saturday should be sunny and our high temperature on Saturday will be near 59 degrees. Partly cloudy skies are expected Saturday night, low around 38. Then Sunday should be partly sunny with a high temperature near 65 degrees. Sunday night, we have partly cloudy skies forecasted with a low around 47. And Monday will be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 79 degrees. And that's your weather update, brought to you on your hometown radio station, KSMO, by all of us here at KSMO Radio. Now stay tuned. I've got the Brownfield Commentary and the Midday Livestock Report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. When my long career in farm broadcasting comes to an end, I hope to be remembered as someone who helped bring talented young journalists into the fold. I can't think of a better legacy than seeing those I've helped along the way thrive in the career field we both love. Sadly, there are fewer and fewer young people willing to make the sacrifices early in their careers that can lead to a rewarding role in a few short years. A young friend contemplating her career choice explained why she should not be applying for any of the entry-level farm broadcasting positions available at this time. She said it's not like it was when you were starting out. We can't afford to take a job right out of college that doesn't pay well. We have bills to pay. We have student loans. Everything is more expensive now. I'm not going to move away from my hometown. Why is it different for her than it was for me? I had student loans and bills to pay. I lived in a couple of pretty sketchy apartments, drove an old car, and lived paycheck to paycheck. A lot of men in the field were not keen on young women becoming farm broadcasters. Barriers to entry ran deeper than just poor compensation and geography. But man, it was worth it. Despite the challenges, those were some of the very best years of my life. Not to be a show-off, but I did have a role in helping break that glass ceiling for women in farm broadcasting. There are opportunities out there that can change your life for the better. If you're willing to move away from your hometown for a couple of years, hold off on buying that new car and sharpen the pencil where your entertainment budget is concerned. Maybe it's not the right career path for my friend, but sometimes it's about more than the money. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
At the Missouri Department of Agriculture, they know protecting your livestock is a top priority, especially when black vultures are involved. Use the following tips to keep these pests away. Pen birthing animals near human activity. Remove roosting locations such as dead trees and abandoned barns, and scare vultures away with loud noises. Visit agriculture.mo.gov for more tips. There are plenty of mitigation options available. Get help today at agriculture.mo.gov.
When I grow up, what should I be?
A chef? I'd probably eat more than I'd cook. I could be a ballet dancer. I'm not exactly graceful. I've got 2 left feet. Literally. Or an astronaut. Tempting, but too far from home. Or maybe I'm destined to give someone hope.
At Dogs Inc., our pups grow up to change lives. Learn more at dogsinc.org.
The foundation is set.
Missouri knocks off the #1 team in the nation.
The frame is built.
On the run, Mitchell for the flush, Missouri by 20.
And the gates
The habits, the response to detail, the execution, all that stuff matters.
are open.
Drives right baseline to the rim, jams it as he hangs and got fouled.
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
Cruz, here comes the 3. Bang, he splashed it home.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Another sluggish start for direct cash cattle business, and cash hogs were not reported at midday. Hello, I'm Megan Rebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. It's another slow day for direct cash cattle trade activity. Bids and asking prices have yet to surface. Show lists are down this week, slightly lower in Nebraska and Colorado, and noticeably lower in Kansas and Texas. Significant trade volume could easily hold out until sometime Thursday or Friday. At the Joplin Regional Stockyards in Missouri, feeder steers and heifers sold uneven, from $8 lower to $10 higher. The USDA says supply was heavy with moderate demand. Medium and large one feeder steer, 651 to 692 pounds, brought $410 to $465. Feeder steers, 804 to 842 pounds, brought $350 to $373. Medium and large one feeder heifer, 652 to 699 pounds, brought $365 to $395. Box beef was higher at midday on solid demand for moderate offerings. Choice up $1.07 at $400.20. Select was $2.47 higher at $396.30. Cash hog prices were not reported at midday, and there were just a handful of negotiated purchases. Processors have the leverage right now, and the market is moving at their pace. However, demand continues to be a huge impact. Easter is just around the corner, which could provide some additional support for some of the cutouts, specifically thinking about hams. But there's a lot of uncertainty that surrounds global demand, as there are concerns long-term strength for U.S. pork on the global market could stumble. The industry is also monitoring the availability of market-ready hogs and hog weights, and it's looking ahead to this week's quarterly hogs and pigs report. The 5-day rolling average for barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct was 91.29. No other available weighted averages were available at the regional direct markets. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at $63. In Illinois, slaughter sale prices were steady with moderate demand for heavy offerings at $54 to $66. Barrows and gilts were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $45 to $55. And pork values were higher at midday, up 83 cents at $100.43. Bellies were sharply higher. Ribs, loins, and picnics were also up. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on the dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 34 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Richard LaBrash of Salem passed away Tuesday, March 3rd at the age of 75 years. Memorial services for Richard LaBrash will be at 12 noon on Thursday at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Richard LaBrash will also be on Thursday from 10 in the morning till service time at 12 noon. Graveside services with full military honors will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to local veterans organizations in your area. Envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Richard LaBrash of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Martin Andrew Bell, age 75 of Salem, passed away Monday, March 23rd. Funeral services for Martin Bell will be Friday at 1 in the afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Martin Bell will also be on Friday from 11 in the morning till service time at 1 o'clock. Burial will be in the Round Pond Cemetery. Memorial contributions may be made to Round Pond Cemetery. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Martin Andrew Bell of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. John Ryan King II of Rolla passed away Friday, March 20th at the age of 44 years. A visitation for family and friends of John King II will be at the James Gar Mortuary in Rolla, Saturday from 3 to 5. In lieu of flowers, memorials can be made to the Rolla Animal Shelter. Memorial cards are available at all James Gar locations, and all arrangements for John Ryan King II of Rolla are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Rolla. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Denton County for over 34 years. The best part about it is absolutely free.
This is St. Louis Blues analyst Joey Vitale. There is nothing more exhilarating than watching St. Louis Blues hockey in person. But if you can't make it to the game, you can catch all the action here on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO Radio in Salem, Missouri. Your radio home for St. Louis Blues hockey.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The City of Salem Board of Aldermen will be meeting this evening at 6 o'clock in the Old City Hall auditorium. After the Pledge of Allegiance, roll call, and approval of the agenda and consent agenda, the board will hear any scheduled public comments. The board will be hearing a request for street closure from Tim Dotson, and will also be considering the recommendation of James Taylor to fill a vacancy on the Parks and Recreation Board. Under new and miscellaneous business, the board will consider the approval of a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute an aquatic care pool opening and winterizing agreement with Landmark Aquatic, as well as a budget adjustment to fund the replacement fencing around Billy's Playground. There will be several first and second readings of bills, including an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement for engineering services between the city and Toth and Associates, Inc., an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute an aviation project consultant agreement with H.W. Lochner, Inc. for professional services at the airport, and an ordinance authorizing the submission of requests for reimbursement for the hangar project. Then there will be a first reading of one bill, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept and execute an access easement from HMH Properties, LLC, for permanent access and utility purposes. Finally, there will be reports from city officials followed by adjournment. The meeting of the City of Salem Board of Aldermen this evening is open to the public. The Dent County Commission met for its regular meeting Monday morning at the courthouse. First, District Commissioner Keith Green reported crew members are planning to haul rock and grade county roads 5440, 5400, 5450, 6575, and 4160. The backhoe will be brought to County Roads 6175 and 6633. 2nd District Commissioner Jimmy Williams reported crew members are planning to grade County Roads 3020, 2080, 2070, cut brush on County Road 2570, and haul rock to County Roads 3125 and 2070. The backhoe will be brought to County Road 4380 to repair a low-water crossing. Dent County Clerk Angie Curley reported that payroll is to be approved. Meanwhile, no excuse absentee voting began today and ends April 6th. The last day to apply and mail out an absentee ballot will be Wednesday. The R2 school district has nothing to vote on this year. Remember to bring your photo ID when voting. From 8 in the morning till 12 o'clock noon, Saturday, April 4th, the courthouse will be open for absentee voting in the county clerk's office. On April 7th, voting will be open from 6 in the morning till 7 in the evening. The next meeting of the commission will be Thursday morning at 9 o'clock at the courthouse, and the meeting will be open to the public. In Rolla, construction will be starting today and is to continue through August to rehabilitate the Business US 44 Missouri Route 72 Kings Highway Bridge, according to a press release from MoDOT. One eastbound lane will remain open throughout the construction, but all westbound lanes on the bridge will be closed. A signed detour will direct motorists along I-44 to exit 186, then back onto I-44 to exit 184. While the supporting structures of these bridges are in good condition, the bridge decks have deteriorated and require rehabilitation work to extend their useful life. For more information about MoDOT projects, traffic updates, or other transportation-related matters, please visit the Traveler Information Map at http://traveler.modot.org or call the 24-hour customer service center at 1-888-ASK-MoDOT. Route 106 in Shannon County is closed for bridge inspection, says a press release from MoDOT. This section of roadway is located from Route D to County Road 423 in Alley Springs. Weather permitting, work will take place April 9th from 6 in the morning till 8 in the evening. Work zone will be marked with signs. Motorists are urged to use extreme caution while traveling near the area. The Missouri Department of Conservation encouraged Missourians to celebrate the value of Missouri trees and forests during Arbor Days in April by planting native trees and practicing proper tree care. Missouri Arbor Day is Friday, April 3rd. Missouri has been observing the state's official Arbor Day on the first Friday in April for 140 years, since 1886, when the General Assembly declared the day be set aside for the appreciation and planting of trees. National Arbor Day is recognized on the last Friday of April, which is April 24th. Get information on backyard tree care, including types of trees for urban and other landscapes, selecting the right tree for the right place, planting tips, watering and pruning, and more at mdc.mo.gov/trees-plants/tree-care. Get native trees at MDC's Georgia White State Forest Nursery near Licking, which offers residents a variety of low-cost native trees and shrub seedlings for reforestation, windbreaks, erosion control, and wildlife food and cover. Orders are accepted to April 15th. For information, visit mdc.mo.gov/trees-plants/trees-seedlings. Communities around the state are also holding local Arbor Day activities. If you'd like more information on Arbor Day and Missouri's Tree City USA communities, visit the Arbor Day Foundation at arborday.org/. Missouri forests cover about 1/3 of the state and provide outdoor recreation, wildlife habitat, natural beauty, and watersheds for streams and rivers. Get more information at mdc.mo.gov/trees-plants/forest-care. Dent County Emergency Management, Dent County Fire Protection District, and Montauk Rural Fire Department will be hosting Hazmat Size Up the first 5 minutes at the Dent County Fire Protection District April 12th from 9 in the morning till 5 in the evening. Those interested in signing up for this class must register on SEMAtraining.com. That's SEMA clicktraining.com. Click Trainings, then scroll down to the course. A minimum of 10 must be signed up 2 weeks prior to the training or the class will be canceled. Prerequisites are hazardous materials awareness with preferred hazardous materials operations. If you'd like more information, contact Lisa Job at 573-526-9241 or Kim Brundage at 573-526-8243. Warmer weather usually means an increase in outside projects that may require digging or excavation work. If you're building a deck, planting a tree, or completing a large project, Missouri law requires anyone digging underground to notify Missouri 811. Always remember to place your locate request at least 3 working days before you dig. State and federal holidays are not considered a working day. Call 811 or place a locate request online at www.missouri-811.org before any excavation begins. The call will be taken by the Missouri 811 call center, which then notifies all relevant utilities in the project area. Once Missouri 811 is notified, utility companies will mark the approximate location of their underground lines, request additional information, or advise you that they do not have facilities at the excavation site. Hitting an underground line can cause serious injuries. It could disrupt service to you and other customers, and it could potentially result in fines and repair costs. Contact Missouri 811 at 811 or go online at www.missouri-811.org to place a locate request before starting to dig. So underground utility lines can be marked, and if you'd like more information, please go to Missouri 811 at, again, that's www.missouri-811.org. The non-newlywed game show will be held in the evening of Friday, April 3rd at the Salem Community Center at the Armory. Doors open at 5:30 and the game starts at 6:30. This event is sure to be a night of laughter as local couples compete to see how well they really know each other in the non-newlywed game show. This year's couples are Brian and Candy Mink, Wes and Kendra Mowbray, Jake and Marissa Conway, and Shane and Leanna Payne. Tickets are $25 and available at the Salem Community Center at the Armory. For more information or questions, call 573-729-8163. Denton County Health Center's Community Transportation Service Care Cab is here to help you get where you need to go safely and reliably. Whether it's a trip to the grocery store, a local event, a job interview, or a visit with a friend, Care Cab makes it easier for you to stay connected and independent. Care Cab is a local ride service for Denton County residents who need dependable transportation. Designed for residents without reliable transportation, older adults and caregivers, students, job seekers, and community members, and anyone in Denton County who needs a convenient way to get around. To book a ride with Care Cab, visit DentonCountyHealthCenter.org/services/CareCab or call 573-729-3106. Riders must be able to get in and out of the vehicle independently or with a minimal assistance, such as using a cane or walker. If you need wheelchair accessible transportation or assistance with mobility, you are encouraged to contact SMTS for specialized services. The Merrimack Regional Planning Commission's revolving loan fund has over $700,000 to loan to businesses in any of the 8 counties served by the Merrimack Regional Planning Commission, which includes Crawford, Dent, Gasconade, Marys, Osage, Phelps, Pulaski, and Washington counties. Any individual business can apply for up to $200,000 in a revolving fund loan. Benefits of this loan program include fixed rate financing for the borrower, improving a locality's quality of life, a lower down payment for the eligible passive concern, and longer maturities to repay the debt for the borrower. For any business needing assistance, call the MRPC offices today at 573-265-2993. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus has degree plans that are affordable and designed to fit your busy lifestyle. SBU is now offering degrees in emergency medical technology, health sciences, and many more. SBU Salem campus is a Christ-centered, caring academic community preparing students to be servant leaders in a global society. Contact us at 573-729-7071 to change your future today.
Do you know who some of the most avid readers of Cardinals Magazine are? It's Cardinal alumni. Our former players tell me time and again that Cardinals Magazine is one of their favorite ways to stay connected to the birds on the bat.
And you know, Ricky, I've heard the same thing. They feel like they're still coming to the ballpark each day when they're enjoying the impressive lineup of feature stories in every issue of Cardinals Magazine.
Cardinals Magazine helps you really get to know the current players, not only their stories in uniform, but who they are off the field and how they got to where they are.
And it doesn't stop with the stories on current players. No one does a better job giving fans a truer picture of everything happening on the field, inside the ballpark, and all over Cardinals Nation. Even stories on our Cardinals alumni.
Join our former players who enjoy the classic coverage of Cardinals Magazine. Subscribe for yourself and your favorite fan at cardinals.com/magazine or 314-345-9000.
Cardinals Magazine. It's all here.
It's now time for a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you as courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. Congratulations goes to Brendan Malloy of the Bunker Eagles for being named the MBCA Class 1 Boys All-State Player of the Year. Malloy and teammate Owen Sanders were named to the Class 1 All-State team, with Coach Rod Gorman being named the MBCA Class 1 Coach of the Year. For the Lady Eagles, Kenzie Barton was named to the Class 1 All-State team. Congratulations to these players for their special recognition and to both the boys and girls teams on a magical season. Two Salem basketball Tigers were named to the Class 4 District 3 All-District teams. Braden Gapsch and Gavin Sapal were selected to the team for their outstanding district play. St. James player Tate Groover, Isaac Smith, and Aiden Boone were also named to the Class 4 District 3 team, with Groover being named the District Player of the Year, and St. James coach Ben Smith named as the District Coach of the Year. Congratulations to these students for their fine achievements. Hayden Ragsdale and Aaron White each had 2 hits, and Wayne Skidmore pitched 4 solid innings as the Salem Baseball Tigers beat Steelville Monday 11-3 at the SHS Baseball Field Complex. Ragsdale also finished with 2 RBIs as the Tigers got their first win of the year and are 1-2 on the season. Salem will be at Ellington for a varsity-only game Thursday starting at 5:45, and the game will be audio streamed on KSMO Media until the Cards game is finished, at which time the contest will also be carried on KSMO Radio. The Salem Lady Softball Tigers will open their season at Ellington against the Lady Whippets, and it'll be head coach Jim Moore's Salem debut. Ellington is 1-0 on the year, and the game will begin at 4:30. Salem tennis team will begin their season with a match today at Licking starting at 4 o'clock. The Salem boys and girls track teams will be at Fredericktown for a practice meet starting at 3 o'clock. After a 1-2 road trip, the St. Louis Blues are looking to get within a game of a 500 record. To do so, they'll have to pick up a win tonight on home ice versus the 35-27-9 Washington Capitals. You can listen to this game live on KSMO Radio, 1340 AM and 95.7 FM, with the pre-skate coverage set to begin at 6:30, and the puck drop will follow at 7 o'clock. Well, that has been a look at local regional sports brought to you courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
This Missouri Net Sports Report is from the Missouri Department of Mental Health. March is Problem Gambling Awareness Month, a reminder to keep sports about the game, not the gamble.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce is coming back for a 14th season this fall. He signed a 3-year, $54.7 million deal. Now, while that looks like a long-term contract, it's really designed to function as a 1-year agreement. Kansas City is spreading most of the money out as a signing bonus over multiple seasons. That keeps Kelsey's salary cap number low this season, and it gives the team some flexibility to build around him. Mizzou women's basketball saw its season come to an end. A 93-75 loss to BYU in the second round of the Women's Basketball Invitation Tournament. The Tigers finished the year 17-7 under first-year head coach Kelly Harper, including a tough 4-12 stretch down the SEC schedule. But there were bright spots, especially from junior guard Grace Slaughter. She led Mizzou with 17 points last night and capped off a remarkable season, scoring in double figures in every single game. Slaughter also moved into 5th place on the program's all-time single-season scoring list, passing both Joni Davis and Sophie Cunningham. In baseball, the St. Louis Cardinals picked up a 3-2 win over their Double-A affiliate in Springfield. Alec Burleson provided some pop with a home run. Dustin May, 4 shutout innings. One of the big storylines, top prospect J.J. Weatherholt has made the big league club and is expected to be at Busch Stadium for opening day Thursday when the Cardinals host the Tampa Bay Rays. Weatherholt is projected to start at second base and hit either leadoff or in the 2-hole alongside Mason Wynn. For a team in a rebuilding year, that young core could be the foundation moving forward. And the Kansas City Royals came up just short in Arlington, losing to the Rangers 3-2. Salvador Perez with a double and a home run. They'll play again this afternoon. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
When faced with complex challenges, there are people who come together to use their skills and connections to solve problems and transform lives. That's us. We are Rotary, a global network of people taking action to make the world a better place. We work with community partners to build green spaces for all to enjoy and to connect with nature and each other. We support local youth through mentorship and literacy programs, developing life skills that lead to academic success and personal growth. We're committed to causes that improve lives everywhere, building peace and economic opportunity, providing access to healthcare and clean water, and ending polio forever. We are people of action. Find your cause and take action with us. Learn more at rotary.org/action.
Tell your friends about us.
The best radio station I ever heard in my entire life.
KSMO.
Here at KSMO Radio, it is now time for news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned. I'll be back in about 5 minutes with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Missouri Net News. I'm Sue Danielson. The City of Liberty near Kansas City is announcing a data center project. The company maintains their design features low water use. The April 7th ballot will feature a property tax question, but more than 40 counties are challenging the law. Steve Hobbs is with the Missouri Association of Counties and argues it violates state constitutional requirements. The issue is unlikely to be decided until after Missourians vote.
Citizens are voting on an issue, even though the courts could say this is unconstitutional.
The ballot question asks voters if property taxes on primary homes should be frozen or limited. The issue is also tied to efforts to keep the Kansas City Chiefs in Missouri. And the Missouri Secretary of State's office says a group opposed to changing the congressional map has turned in the required number of petition signatures for a ballot measure. The proposed ballot measure is set to appear on the November ballot. Court battles continue over the new map. Missouri Net News.
The Missouri Veterans Home is more than just a long-term skilled care facility for those who have served. It's a place where you can feel loved, a place that puts your needs above all else, because you deserve it.
They treat me just like family. One of the smartest moves I made.
For more information and to start your application, go to mvc.dps.mo.gov. That's mvc.dps.mo.gov. A message from the Missouri Veterans Commission.
When my kids started falling behind at school, I didn't know what to do. I felt alone, like I was lost in the dark. Then I found Understood.org, a nonprofit empowering people with learning and thinking differences like ADHD and dyslexia. They gave us hope, guidance, and tools to move forward. No matter where you are on your path, Understood can help. Visit understood.org/yourpath today.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at the weather situation. First thing, though, elevated fire weather conditions exist today. Minimum relative humidity values around 20 to 30% in the vicinity, with winds fluctuating between southerly and southeasterly, with sustained speeds near 10 miles per hour and gusts up to 20 miles per hour make the fire risk too high. Please don't be doing any outdoor burning. Well, that forecast for today includes mostly sunny skies with a high temperature near 65 degrees. Winds will be out of the south at 7 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Tonight we'll have partly cloudy skies, low around 44. Southeasterly winds will be 3 to 6 miles per hour. Tomorrow should be sunny with a high temperature near 79 degrees. Southerly winds continue 6 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 18 miles per hour. Then tomorrow night will be mostly clear with low around 61 degrees. Southerly winds continue 7 to 9 miles per hour with gusts as high as 21 miles per hour. Thursday should be sunny with a high temperature near 89. We'll have southwesterly winds on Thursday, 9 to 14 miles per hour with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. Thursday night, we have a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight with partly cloudy skies, a low temperature around 44 degrees. Then showers are likely on Friday, mainly before 1 in the afternoon, with a chance of precipitation at 60%. We'll have mostly cloudy skies Friday with a high temperature near 58 degrees. Skies will be partly cloudy Friday night, low around 30. Then our weekend's going to start out on Saturday with sunny skies and a high temperature near 59 degrees. Saturday night will be partly cloudy, low around 38. Then Sunday should be partly sunny with a high temperature near 65 degrees. Then Sunday night will be partly cloudy, low around 47. And Monday, as we start a new work week, out, and the last Monday in March of 2026 will be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 79 degrees.
KSMO Salem